Welcome to the DENNY English Language Form 1 classroom. Our focus for today will be on Module 5, People and the Things Around Us, with its main direction on Lesson 2, an essential knowledge in grammar, which will focus on yes or no questions. I am your teacher, Mr. Enow Christian, English language teacher for DENNY. The lesson are as follows. At the end of this session, you should be able to define yes or no questions, identify the different cases when they are used, use the questions appropriately, complete or form 10 sentences with ease related to yes or no questions. Yes or no questions, also known as closed questions. In English, there are two basic types of questions. We have the yes or no questions and WH questions. Yes or no questions are also called closed questions because there are only questions. Yes or no questions, also called closed questions, like I said, because there are only two possible responses. You either say yes or no. You should also note that yes or no questions can be used in the following cases. The first of such cases is when forming a yes or no question, it must include one of the verbs to be, to do, or to have, or at least the modal verb. It is impossible to ask a yes or no question without one of these verbs. For example, are classes in June? You don't say classes starting in June. No, that's incorrect. Are classes in June? Two, the verb to do. Does he want to stay? Not he want to stay. Have the boys eaten? That's correct, not the boys eaten. No. Can the dog swim? Not saying the dog swim. So you discover that here we use the verb to be or to do or to have or a modal verb can. We use the verb be to ask yes or no questions about the identity or description of a person, a place or thing. For example, asking it, am I your friend? The response could be yes or yes you are. The most appropriate, yes you are my friend, making it complete. Is this a good restaurant? No. Or no it is not. Or no it is not a good restaurant. Are these islands Greek? Yes. Or yes they are. Or yes these islands are Greek. Was his idea interesting? No. Or no it wasn't. Or no his idea was not interesting. This makes use of the contrasted form and this is the full form. Were they happy? Yes. Or yes they were. Or yes they were happy. You should note that the response can be short, yes or no, or long, or yes or no followed by or yes or no followed by the subject and verb as in the third cases. We use the verb be with a preposition to ask yes or no questions about the present or past location. For example, am I at the correct location? The response could be no or no you aren't. Are the keys under the books? No or no they are not. Was his house on an island? Could be yes or yes it was. Were the demonstrations in the center of the town? No or no they weren't. Also use the verb be to ask a yes or no question about a current activity or situation. This requires the present progressive be plus verb plus ing, that is in the continuous tense. For example, am I going with you and Tom? The verb here to be plus the verb go to go plus ing form. So am I going with response is yes or yes you are. Is she working today? We have the verb is to be and work plus ing. Response no, she isn't. Are we visiting the monument tomorrow? Yes or yes we are not. Or yes we are, sorry. So we see that in these cases we have used the verb to be am, is, are, plus the verb in the base form plus ing. Also note that we use the verb to be to ask a yes or no question about a past activity or situation. This requires the past progressive was or were plus verb plus ing. For example, was it raining? See the verb was plus ing. Was it raining? That's to tell us it's a past progressive tense. Yes or yes it was. Were they playing? No or no they weren't. We use the verb to be to ask a yes or no question with the passive voice too. For example, is gold mined in Canada? Instead of asking, does Canada mine gold? We say, is gold mined in Canada? And the response is yes or yes it is. Are flowers grown here? No or no they are not. Was the book read? Yes or yes it was. We can also use the verb have to ask if somebody has done something or if some action has taken place. Note that these yes or no questions use the present perfect have plus the past participle. For example, question, has your brother left? Response, no. Or full response, no, he hasn't. Have you driven before? Yes, I have. Or yes. Has the party started? Yes or yes it has. We use the verb do to ask yes or no questions in order to obtain facts about people, places or things. Question, do they smoke? Want to have a fact here? No or no they don't. That is a factual answer. Not maybe. The fact is they don't smoke. Does it rain here? Yes or yes it does. Did the key work? Give me a factual response. No or yes. In this case, we say no, it didn't. So you discover that here facts have been given. We use modal verbs to ask yes or no questions about possibilities or uncertainties, things that can or may happen, or things that are not sure to happen. Example of questions. Can we stay? Yes or yes we can or yes we can stay. Full response. Could this be true? Is there a possibility? Yes or yes it could or yes it could be true. Should they stop? No, no they shouldn't stop. May I help you? Yes or yes you may. Optional, yes you may help me. Remember, when asking yes or no question with do or a modal verb, the main verb remains in the base form without to. For example, correct form we use. Excuse me, dear students. We use do you drink coffee? Not do you to drink coffee. No, we use the verb in the base form, the verb to do. Do you drink coffee? Does she work here? Not does she to work here? No, no. Can I go with you? Not can I to go with you? Impossible. It's incorrect. Should we email her? That's correct. Not should we to email her? So you should take note about that. We can also use, take note, in verbs, two verbs. Remember, however, if there are two verbs that follow do, the second verb remains the infinitive with to. For example, do you want to drink coffee? Here we have the verb to do and the verb to want. So the second verb takes to, not do you want, no. So do you want to drink coffee? Not do you want drink coffee? We use to here, the infinitive, to render the sentence meaningful. Does she like to work here? Not does she like work here? That becomes different and not grammatical. Did you need to go home? Not did you need go home? So you discover that in this context, where two verbs have been used, the second verb remains in the infinitive form. Note that there are several ways to answer yes or no questions, especially when using contractions. What are contractions? Contractions, these are words shortening. For example, is he busy? Someone can just say no. Someone could say no, he isn't. Another could say no, he's not. No, he's not. This is he is not, contracted form. Or no, he is not, full form. Or no, he isn't busy. Or no, he's not busy. Or no, he is not busy. So you discover that in these cases, the contraction forms have been used in different ways, like in he isn't, like in he's not, like in he isn't busy, or like he's not busy. That is he plus is. So take note of that, my dear learners. We now want to try our by taking on this activity. You should now answer the following questions by asking questions and giving short responses. Example 1 has been done for you. Is she beautiful? Yes, she is. So dash you a student? Yes, I dash. Dash Mike a teacher? No, he dash. Dash your cat fat? Yes, he dash. Dash we friends? Yes, we dash. Dash you sisters? No, we dash. Dash Enow from Cameroon? Yes, she dash. Dash they on holidays? On holiday? No, they dash. So you discover here you have to use the right auxiliary verb, and in different cases do and other verbs appropriately. In 52, you provide affirmative answers to the following questions. Do you live in this neighborhood? Remember in the reading passage in lesson 1, where Robert is asking questions to Charles. Listens, do you live in this neighborhood? What is your response? Be affirmative. Affirmative here means you have to give a positive statement. Can I have a bite, please? Is she your cousin? Is Cameroon a bilingual country? Do you have a name? Now, dear students, in activity 3, you make questions with the following jumbled phrases. I late am. Example 1, what are you supposed to say? Am I late? You at home are now. Cute, these puppies are. We right are. And Brain's father, the pilot, is. So you should form these these questions correctly. I wish to thank you very much, my dear students, for being a part of this class. And these activities that have been given to you are there to guide your understanding and test what you've done so far. So you should take note very well. And if you don't understand any of them, you just go back to the lesson and have a review. Thanks, and hope to see you in the next lesson.